What's up? This is Ruel. You're listening to Smallzy on Nova.
Hey everybody, on the show tonight, he's back. It's album pre-launch week.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
That's what you call it.
Big man is here. Ruel, how are you, dude?
I'm very good. I'm nervous, excited. It's it's all coming together very quickly.
I'm gonna obviously tip my hat to you. The most stylish man in Australian music is what I'm giving you the title
That is
of.
nuts.
You are.
That is
You are. You always rock it.
ridiculous.
What are you wearing today? You got some Louis Vuitton pants on. I noticed that belt. I didn't
Yeah.
notice that. What's the top? Who's the top?
This is Acne Studios.
Nice.
This is very my favorite brand.
Is it it's obviously it's like a cotton, or is it
I don't even
is
know.
it crushed
it's
there?
Dirty and it's uncreased.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Crushed. I would have expected you'd normally to have it steamed.
Nah. I came here straight from a little nap. So
Well, anyway, as I said, the most stylish man in music, but also the week the album comes out. It's called Fourth Wall. It's out Friday. How are you feeling?
yeah, like I said, it's like I started writing this thing like 3.5 years ago.
Yep.
And there was never a finish line in sight until like 3 months ago. And then when we got given the date, or when I had it finished finally, it was like, oh, it's ages away. Like, still doesn't feel real. And now it's in like 3 days. I feel like, oh my God. Like I don't think it's ever going to feel real until I can like see it.
Are you able to make any
phone.
last minute changes?
No, I couldn't know. It's already been like, I had to give it off like 3 months ago for like
Okay.
vinyl and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So that's all been
Have
getting
you
pressed.
thought, I really wish I'd make one more change? Are you like a perfectionist, as in like always to the very last minute wanting to tinker?
There is like one part of like one song that like still bugs me, that I'd only just started like bugging me a few weeks ago. I was like, oh, why didn't I make it all cut out then? Or like, it's like such a small thing, but I just like, it does bug me, and I'm going to do it. But that's what the great thing about doing live shows. I can just be
Sure.
like, hey, like,
You know
let's do that here then, because I didn't do that in the actual track.
You want to know what's great is that you could have made that change and played two different versions to people, and they'd be like, "There's no difference."
Yeah,
They sound
exactly.
exactly the same. What's the difference?
100%.
What's the difference?
100%. So yeah, it's just for me.
Is it? Have you obviously 3 years is a long time to grow, and particularly like you're 20, right?
Yes, formative years.
Yeah, this is it, man. Like this, whatever you like today
Yeah.
is what you're going to end up liking for the rest of your life.
Which is crazy. I know, because it changed so much during those few years. Like when I first started writing, I was still only listening to like rap, R&B and old soul and stuff like that. And that's what inspired my music leading up to then. And then I was like, oh, nah. And then I stopped listening to that completely. And I was like, I like this now. And then I was only into like folk and like depressing emo, like
Sure.
Elliott Smith, Jeff Buckley stuff.
We all go through that phase.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh no, now I actually like, something else. And then I don't know, it changed so quickly. Now I've kind of got like a mixed bag of all that on the album. And what I like now, like I don't even know. Like it's just like a very specific type of taste that I feel like is now who I am for the rest of my life.
That's great. That's amazing. Did you make this here in Australia and in LA? Because over the time we've known each other, you've always been going here, going to LA, writing stuff there. Where did you make most of the record?
Definitely most of it in LA, but I started it in Australia in COVID, just like by myself in my studio, and that was like when I was making the saddest of the folk singer-songwriter stuff.
We were all sad, don't worry.
Yeah,
we were all sad.
And that was
made music, I ate.
Yeah,
That's,
Hey, we all did, I did a bit of that too, but hey, it's fine. And went back to LA in like 2022, last year, and finished it, and probably did 80% of it there.
Yeah, nice. I think the Focus song, I Don't Want to Be Like You.
Yes.
Is that what we're talking about?
This is what's coming out on the day before.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah. So that's a track I wrote with Mickey Echo and Gabe Simon, who's some incredible guys in Nashville. I wrote it.
Okay.
Which is the first time going to Nashville.
Did you go to, what's that cafe from that Nashville show? Bluebird. You go to the Bluebird Cafe?
No,
that's from a TV show.
It was really.
It's also meant to be a very famous
I'm
musical
not gonna lie,
cafe.
it was a really depressing week, but it was great.
There's a theme here.
In terms of just like accommodation and where we were like in this like university housing that was like in a petrol station that was like 40 minutes away from everywhere, but it was like 5 minutes away from the studio.
Yeah. Have you done one of those Airbnbs and not checked the map location?
It was that. It was exactly that. And it was kind of terrifying. Like, I'm not going to lie, but anyway,
I
it
find
was
most
great.
of America terrifying, to be honest
exactly.
with you.
I know it's not much different, but no, it was cool. And we wrote this song, "I Don't Want to Be Like You," and it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of I don't know, a bit of tongue in cheek. I suppose it's a nice up tempo little thing. Yeah.
You also have the Golden Hour track that's popping off at the moment.
Yeah.
With so this is the Jake guy, right?
Yeah.
He had the Golden Hour, and then how did you jump on the
So
they call it a remix, but I don't
he-
understand. It's not much remixing
No.
except you dropping in a vocal and a
Exactly.
verse.
No, I didn't really do much other than like just write a verse. And when the song came out, it was had a little bit of buzz, obviously, immediately because he's massive on the talk, as
Yeah.
they say. And then I really liked the song. I thought the song was sick, and I was like, yeah, why not? And then we put it out like a few weeks later. I remember I recorded it in my hotel in Italy when I was on tour, and then it came out a few weeks later. And then he put out like 12 other remixes with Golden Hour, and I was like, "What? I thought I was special." He did like 12 other things, but luckily our one my one is going actually pretty well.
No, it's going great. We love it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, thanks for playing it.
So the album Fourth Wall. Is this like a movie reference in terms? Like, I mean,
100%.
do I have to explain that to people? Maybe people don't understand.
Yeah, I feel like passive listeners won't understand, but I feel like lots of my fans are kind of getting really into it, and understanding that it's all referenced by different movies that I was watching kind of when I first started writing it, like Fight Club, Truman Show's the main one. Yeah. Of like breaking the fourth wall when
that's basically where when you're watching a something, and then instead of them just talking in the scene, they then communicate directly to the viewing audience.
Yeah, exactly. So that whole vibe I wanted to try and portray on the album. So
do you do breakouts in the album where you just talk into my ears? Like you'll be singing and then go, hey, you're looking after
what
yourself.
I was doing here?
So tell me, how are you going?
Yeah. It's like I try to fit a little bit of that in some of the songs, just like one lyric where I'm talking about the audience listening to the song right now and how they'll be reacting, and like just like little kind of meta things like that I wanted to stick in there. But it's mainly just like visually very inspired by just like breaking the fourth wall and movies that do that.
Nice.
And it was a lot of fun. It's a massive playground to like find things to be creative with. Like
also be careful not to be too preachy. You don't want to get too preachy in the fourth wall.
You don't
want to be like, ooh, what do you think of this? Oh, you're judging wrong.
You don't want to give you don't want to give people too much room for judgment.
Absolutely. So all right, so we got a game. Give me that title. Obviously, I'm obsessed with the fourth wall. Some people hate it.
Yeah.
Some people watch shows and don't like it when the actors speak directly to you.
Did you watch She-Hulk?
I did, and I loved it.
Me too, Smallzy. I am a full believer. I stand by it. It got the most hate out of anything.
This is a Marvel show where She-Hulk, and she just broke down and she just stops in the middle of the scene and starts talking to the audience.
Yeah.
The last episode where
incredible.
It totally jumped the fifth wall.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen on TV.
I was so excited, and I am all for shitting on shows that are not good. But this one, I was in full support of. Yeah. When she was twerking with Megan Thee Stallion, I was like, all right, maybe a little
too far.
A bit too far, but
I got it.
But I get it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Anyway, so that's why I like the fourth wall.
Oh, well, let's test you with a game of give me that title of other shows that have like jumped the fourth wall.
Okay.
Sing to me, Paolo. Give me that title.
I believe I can fly.
It's coming out of me like lava.
I am going to read out just a whole bunch of movie bits, mate. I'm going to read out the plot description of a movie that breaks the fourth wall. You just see if you can work it out. You ready to go? Should we we'll do the example first, which is insurance salesman discovers his whole life is actually a reality TV show.
Maybe it's the Truman Show.
See, that's easy, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, but now let's see if you work this one out, okay?
Okay.
A wisecracking mercenary gets experimented on and becomes immortal but ugly and sets out to track down the man who ruined his looks.
Oh, Deadpool.
Oh, you didn't even blink.
Yeah,
Deadpool.
I was a little worried.
Indeed.
I thought you were going to go like kind of, in that same era of like 90s stuff, and I was like, oh, it's not that extensive.
No, it's not. No, you weren't born in the 90s. I don't. Were you born in the 90s? No, you weren't. No, you weren't born in the 90s.
Early 2000s.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's do another one. Here we go. This classic. You don't have to have been born when this came out.
God, you're gonna make me look like a zoomer.
No. What's a Zoomer?
I don't know.
No,
I just made that.
That's a great one. High school wise guys determined to have the day off from school despite...
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
See? Well done.
It's fine. I got this. I got it.
Are you sweating?
A little bit. I want to make myself, because I like to, call myself a bit of a movie buff.
No,
but
I enjoy movies
at the same time, I don't want to you're going to say something like the Titanic and I'm going to be like, what do you mean? What's that? I don't know. I never seen that.
Last one. I know you're going to know because you've already talked about it. An insomniac office worker and a devil may care soap maker form an underground fight club that evolves into much more.
You just said it. That's too easy.
These are the
Is this the actual movie synopsis?
From IMDb.
Oh, okay,
3 out of 3, sir. He knows his fourth wall.
I do.
And I actually am impressed that you are the only other person I've met who enjoyed She-Hulk.
You too, actually.
Everyone else I spoke to was like, no, it was their word. Marvel's lost the plot.
Well,
I actually think it was really good.
I thought that was, it was because you just got to look at it for what it is, And I agree. I think Marvel has lost the plot a little bit. But that, I was like, you know what? Give it to me.
Yeah, not everything, though.
Yeah,
and this is the problem. Not everything is going to be the next big thing.
No.
Sometimes you have to take a step
Exactly.
sideways
100%.
to refresh the audience because the
100%.
audience expects too much.
Exactly.
You sold out the Opera House a couple of times in your career.
Yeah.
What's the tour plans?
I am playing Australia first, so that's my next tour is Australia, the first one. So I'm starting off Brisbane at 14th of April, and then I'm going to Melbourne,
Adelaide,
then Melbourne, Sydney, and Perth.
Indeed,
so classics.
Indeed.
But I'm playing my biggest show yet in Sydney at the ICC, or the
Amazing.
Super Aware Theatre.
I know, that's amazing. That's huge.
Yeah.
So what is that, like 10,000, 12,000 people?
Ooh, I wouldn't say that. I think like 9, 8.
No, let's go 10,000. 10,000.
It's 12,000 people.
Sold out. Last time I saw a show there was with Kesha.
Oh, wow.
Okay, wait for this.
Okay.
And Kesha said, everyone take your clothes off, and literally people started taking their clothes
That's
off
I gotta
and
do
handed them down the front. So, hey,
bit of
try it out.
Yeah, okay.
Try it out.
Why not?
Try it out.
Yeah,
Try it
okay.
out. Always good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too.
Thank you for dropping by.
Thank you.